covering news that matters. Fox 23 News at 5 starts right now.
The city of Tulsa says they've concluded another excavation in their search for victims of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shay Rozzi.
And I'm Nathan Thompson. This is the 5th excavation at Oaklawn Cemetery in Tulsa since 2021. Archaeology and forensic teams say they've identified dozens more unmarked graves and around 10 people who may be identified as victims.
Fox 23's Devin Lyon joins us live from Oaklawn. Devin, teams say they still have several weeks of testing to do before they get official answers.
Yeah, guys, several weeks, maybe even a few months. You can see over my shoulder here kind of what's left of that dig site after it was being filled back in. Crews just went home for the day. Experts exhumed 9 bodies as part of this 5th excavation, which only started a few weeks ago. Now, the work on the lab side of things to find answers is in full swing.
As we've gone from 0 recovered victims to 1 definite and several potentials. So, okay, we've made progress. We're not in all of the sites we want to visit yet, but we are making progress.
Forensic teams and archaeologists say they're a step closer to uncovering more victims of the 1921 Tulsa Race Massacre after the 5th excavation at Oaklawn Cemetery.
As a reminder, this is one location among several that the team has been investigating. And so I feel like each field season that we have spent here in Oaklawn has brought us closer in the sense of a fuller investigation of this specific area, and we know more certainly than we did back in 2018, 2019.
Here's a look at Oaklawn Cemetery and the last 4 excavation sites. This was the 5th one that just ended. In just this portion, excavators found 80 unmarked graves and exhumed 9 remains that they say could be victims of the race massacre. One of those 9 is a gunshot victim.
We have 9 individuals in the lab this season. One of them, as you may remember from our previous report, was a gunshot wound victim. He's an adult male. We're still in the process of our analysis. He's our only gunshot wound victim so far from this season. We are still screening all of our individuals and getting them ready for further skeletal analysis.
After nearly a month of fieldwork, the lab analysis continues. Teams are still processing remains from even the first 2021 dig.
Burial 27, Burial 42, who just had the cranial gunshot wound, they're both in that list of needing more treatment. And those are, it's just, I'm just really hopeful. But until we get a follow-up, we won't know. It takes time.
Over the years, the city has confirmed 1 victim and is close to confirming another. Prior to this month's findings, descendants of survivors say it's giving them hope.
Because my reality, every day of my life, is if my grandparents had not survived the Tulsa Race Massacre, I would not be standing here in this day and time to honor they and our community members' legacies. It meant something, and I want them to know it was not all in vain.
This is still just a very small portion of Oaklawn Cemetery that's been fully excavated. Now, research teams say they're wanting to kind of sit on the data and discoveries from this last excavation before building that full report on their findings and then suggestions towards a possible 6th excavation if approved by city leadership. Live in downtown Tulsa, covering news that matters, Devin Lyon, Fox 23 News.
The city of Tulsa keeps a full report of each excavation along with how people can volunteer and help the excavation and forensic teams. For links, go to this story on fox23.com.